Here lately,
Am I gonna get to play with your big ends again?
I'll be with you in a minute, Sparkplug.
starting out with Misty from Grand Theft Auto 3, the grandmother of them all, the first cover girl of them all. There's really not much to say about her, actually, as she plays a role in Grand Theft Auto 3 in a couple missions, and she is referenced as an Easter egg in numerous other Grand Theft Auto games. Featured heavily on the artwork of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, we have the twins. This woman right here. I never knew for the longest time that there's actually two of them. Yes, they are twins. Fun fact. They are never named in the game, but they can be found. The first of the twins is a bartender at the Malibu Club after Tommy purchases it. The second twin can be found during a short cutscene in the Pole Position nightclub after you spend $300 or more on a dance. Another interesting fact to note is that in all of the artwork that the twins appear in, they are wearing pink bikinis, but their in-game appearance is drastically different. So, if you never recognized who they are, well, don't feel too bad. Now, I know we can all recognize the blonde girl from GTA San Andreas, but unfortunately, she does not actually exist physically in the game. However, she has a very deep backstory. Firstly, this character named Rochell'le is based on Mariah Carey and her start in music. Her name is also a parody of R&B singer Michelle, as you could tell by the spelling of their names. At the time, Michelle in real life was dating Dr. Dre. As for Rochell'le, however, she is the girlfriend of in-game rapper Mad Dog, who helps produce her records. And if you check out westcoastraplegends.com, a promotional site for GTA San Andreas that you can look at on your phone through the Wayback Machine, link in the description, there is a long description of Rochell'le that reads, often described as the cheerleader of hip-hop, the unapologetically blonde and bubbly female fatale, Rochell'le charmed the charts with her hits, Dreamin', My Dream Come True, and Dream Rap. It wasn't all tea and parties and teddy bears, though. When her mettle was tested by the real Rochell'le's parody, Rochell'le's, that's a weird name to keep saying, swift response, purportedly ghost-written by her purportedly then-boyfriend Mad Dog, laid her challenger to rest. Titled Rochell'le's Revenge, Rochell'le, not the real Rochell'le, but the original Rochell'le, lyrically destroyed her similarly named rival with clear logic. Simply that there could only be one Rochell'le due to the uniqueness of her name and the unusual apostrophe before the final two letters. Rochell'le's later albums exploited her assets with steady encouragement from her then manager and producer, Jimmy Silverman. Where's she at now? The game needs you. We miss you, girl. So yes, that is a very comical rockstar description of this very popular cover art girl who doesn't actually exist in the game, but is actually a major celebrity. Moving on to Liberty City Stories, we have Maria Latore. And what's ironic about Maria is that she's the cover girl for Liberty City Stories, but I'm not going to show her much love in this video, as she is a fully blown, developed character. She appears in GTA San Andreas, Liberty City, and GTA 3. So if I were to cover her, we would need a dedicated video on her backstory and character development, but that's not going to happen as she's simply just a cover girl. In Vice City Stories, however, things are a bit different. On the cover of this game, we've got two cover girls. Firstly, we have a random NPC on a car, and then we have Mystique in the bottom right corner. As for Vice City Stories and Mystique never appears in the game. There's concept art of Destiny and Mystique is described in the physical game manual that is made to look like a Vice City newspaper as a prostitute who lives in downtown Vice City. During the game's events, she wins $250,000 off of a scratch-off and splits the money with her friend Destiny. However, in good old GTA fashion, by the end of the same week that she won this money, she spent it all on spa trips, tube tops, a Walkman, and massive amounts of pharmaceuticals. After 2 weeks, she returned to prostituting. Quite possibly the most interesting cover girl of them all is Lola Del Rio from Grand Theft Auto 4, who was first used to promote the game in 2007 on the side of a building in New York City. Lola's in-game police record gives us all the information that we need to know about her. She is 22, from San Fierro, was arrested at age 17 for prostitution, and known for eating red lollipops. While she never appears in Grand Theft Auto 4, she is rumored to be hidden somewhere in the game, with images appearing over the years showing rare encounters. However, there is really no substantial evidence to back up these sightings. An interesting fact about Lola that I have discussed in the past, though, is that her original artwork shows her as having 6 fingers instead of 5, a mistake that was overlooked by Rockstar before the game release. Have you ever noticed this? Let me know down below in the comments. Moving on to GTA episodes from Liberty City, this is a combination of the Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and Damned. Firstly, on the cover of this, we have Joni. Featured on the cover for episodes from Liberty City, Joni is a security manager that works alongside Luis Lopez in the Masonette 9 nightclub. Occasionally, she'll call Luis into her office to perform certain favors and will scold you if you are with other women. Now, also on the same cover, we have Ashley, who is the longtime girlfriend of Johnny Klebitz. But what you might not know is that after the death of Johnny in Grand Theft Auto 5, Ashley actually passes away a few weeks later from a crack orgy in a hotel room. This can be heard on a radio station news alert. And lastly, quite possibly the most controversial cover girl of all time is the blonde girl from GTA 5. Again, she never appears in the game, much like some of these other cover girls. However, in 2013, shortly after the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, actress Lindsay Lohan filed a lawsuit against Rockstar Games and Take-Two, claiming that they used her likeness for this concept art. But the lawsuit was ruled in favor of Rockstar. So, who is this girl? Well, believe it or not, she's actually a very random model by the name of Shelby Wellender, who proved that she is in fact the cover girl with a receipt from a talent agency in August 2012 with Rockstar's credentials, also citing her as this cover girl, solving the mystery of the GTA 5 cover girl. Well, that's it, folks. We've investigated, and yes, you can find some of the cover girls in-game, but you also might have learned about the ones who don't appear in the games and their crazy backstories. If y'all did enjoy this video and just learned something new, please, of course, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe. We're on the road to 700,000, and, well, with that said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch y'all next time.